about if we're, I'm trusting that you guys can punch in things like, I don't know, secant of 5 degrees, right? Just make sure your calculator is in degree mode. If you were to punch in the secant of 5 degrees, you should get, let me switch my own calculator to degrees. Just a minute here. Secant 5 degrees equals 1.004. Right, so I'm trusting that you can do things like that. You punch it in 1.004, right? Make sure your calculator's in degrees. What if you have something though like, let me give an example here. Let's go cosecant this time of 34 degrees, 30 minutes, 36 seconds. Okay, so that may be the first time that you guys have seen those units right there. So note that, let me go aside for a minute. Note that 1 minute, okay, 1 minute is 1/60th of a degree. 1/60th of a degree, okay? So 1 second is 1/60th of a minute. Oops, that's a minute. 1/60th of a minute. Or 1/60th of a degree. Okay, is another way to think about that. 1/60th of a degree, right? So if you're figuring out, let's go back to this problem here. Cosecant 34 degrees, 30 minutes, 36 seconds, right? So if I'm looking at that, I'm like, well, how do I punch that in? I need it to be like 34 point something so I can punch that into my calculator, right? So you have to do the little conversion to make it all be in terms of degrees, because to my knowledge, I don't think a TI-89, maybe they do have minutes and seconds on there to punch it in as is. Again, that'd be something you could look up in your manual if it does. But so we go ahead and we take this and we say, you know what? How many degrees do I got? Well, I got these 34 guaranteed degrees. And then I got these 30 minutes. I need to convert that. So you remember, I say, well, there's 1/60th of a degree for every, that's a degree, sorry, for every minute, right? You see how the units cancel there, the minutes cancel, if you will. So you have 30/60ths, or 1/2 degree is what that's going to add in. So right now we have 34.5 degrees, if you will. But we also have these 36 seconds, right? Well, I say there are 1/60th of a degree for every minute, and there's also 1/60th of a minute for every, of a, reset, minute. I did it again. Terrible. 60th of a minute for every second. Okay. Notice your minutes cancel, your seconds cancel, don't they? And so here you have 36 times 1 times 1 in the numerator over 60 times 60, 3,600, right? So you have 34 degrees plus, over here I got 30/60ths, plus I have 36 over again 60 times 60, that's going to be 3,600, right? So we're taking, these are degrees. We're taking the cosecant of all this. So the cosecant, let me figure out that number here. Let me punch that in. I got 34 plus, well, that's 0.5 plus, 0.01 there. And we got 34, so I could have figured that, 34.51 degrees. And now I'm taking the cosecant of that. So again, make sure you're in degree mode. And you say catalog cosecant 34.51. And you get 1.765. Right? So the cosecant at 34 degrees, 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 36 seconds is 1.765. And if you get to this point and you don't have a cosecant on your calculator, just make sure you punch it in this way. 1 over the sine of 34.51 degrees. Again, make sure that you are in degrees, okay? Make sure you can get that on your calculator, okay? All right, let's do an example here. There we go. All right. So blow this up here. So we got this, let's see here. Biologist wants to know the width W of a river in order to properly set instruments for studying the pollutants in the water. From point A, biologist walks downstream 70 feet. You can see that there, sights to point C. Sights to point C. From this setting is determined that theta equals 54 degrees. How wide is the river? Okay, not too bad. So we just want the W right here, don't we? So we have our theta being 54 degrees, right? I don't know why, if it's my projector or what, but I can't see that very well. 54 degrees. We need our W, and we have this thing to be 70 feet, right? Okay. Again, this is 54 degrees right there, right? Well, notice in this, first of all, notice we got this right triangle, right? We want W. We want, with relation to this theta, we want the side opposite, don't we? And what side do we have? The side that is adjacent. So if you're thinking OA, opposite over adjacent, which trig function are you going to use? I would use tangent, right? Make things easier. Instead of solving for the hypotenuse, I say, oh heck, another hour of algebra, right? Opposite side here is W, that's what I want. The adjacent side is 70 feet. I'm taking the tangent. My theta is 54 degrees, right? So I go ahead and multiply 70 feet on both sides. 70 feet, 70 times this, and that's going to be my W, my width of the river in feet. So go ahead and get your calculator out. Again, make sure, are you in degrees or radians? We are in degrees right here. So you say, oh wait, I don't need my catalog. Tangent, or 70 times tangent, 54 degrees, 96.347. That's your width here, 96.347. Okay, feet. That's the width of that river. Okay, done with that one. I'm going to actually do another video here where I'm going to take this right triangle trig and I'll let you watch it. I'm going to end this one right here.